Boys and girls, it's Wednesday, April the 8th, and for math class, you're going to need Friends of 10, which is in your envelope, and then I'm going to teach you how to do this page, and then we'll do the back. Okay? So, Friends of 10, Mrs. Card put in the duotang, in your workbook, a couple of videos that you can watch, Jack Hartman videos. And I think we've watched them before, boys and girls. One is called Friends of 10 and one is called Number Bonds to 10, I think. So ask Mommy or Daddy to help you find those videos if you like. Otherwise, we'll practice here together. Okay, boys and girls? I taught you a song that goes with Friends of 10 and it goes like this. 0 and 10 and 1 and 9. 2 and 8, 2 and 8, 3 and 7 and 4 and 6, 5 and 5. And then you can do the flip-flop or the twins for Friends of 10. 10 and 0 and 9 and 1, 8 and 2, 8 and 2, 7 and 3 and 6 and 4, 5 and 5. Don't forget that's a double, isn't it? So you're going to need that to help you do this page, which looks funny, doesn't it? If you look at the first question, it says 5 plus 6, and you might already know the answer to that. Because remember, you can do it different ways. You can get counters, you can draw shapes, and you can count on. And I'm thinking of even a different trick. I was thinking of 5 plus 5, which I know that equals what? 5 plus 5 equals 10. 5 plus 6 is 1 more than that, and 1 more than 10 makes 11. So I'm going to write the answer down. But we haven't finished the page because we got to do something with this. We have to follow the directions in order to do what it says, right? So it says solve each equation, that's just this, an adding question, by first making 10 to simplify. Record the steps under the equation. So do you remember yesterday we practiced adding any number to 10 and I taught you a trick where whatever number you're adding ends up being the number in the answer that goes in the ones place. So like 10 plus 1 is 11 and 10 plus 2 is 12, like that. That's what they're trying to get you to remember to do here. They're trying to get you to make 10 first because then adding on a number is easy, okay? So how do you make 10? Well, what they want you to do is look at what you're starting with, which is 5, and then think to yourself, what goes with 5 to make 10? So I have to go to my Friends of 10 paper, which I'm guessing you already know what goes with 5 because it's the double. 5 goes with 5. So to show that I've made 10, I'm going to put that 5 here. And then you see these go together to make 10, don't they? 5 and 5 makes 10. But I'm not done because I don't have a number here. Okay, so what I have to do now is I have to think to myself, I've got 5 already. What am I going to add to 5? So it's like there's a plus sign in between here. What am I going to add to 5 so that I get 6 altogether? Because that's the answer. Do you know what goes with 5 to make 6? Well, there's an easy way to do it if you can't think of it. You can draw 6 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a box around 5 of them. And whatever is left is the number that goes in the box. Look what's left. 5 plus 1 makes 6. So now what I can do is go 5 and 5, that's easy, is 10. And then 1 more makes 11. Remember I told you when you're adding numbers to 10, whatever the other number is that you're adding is going to land in the ones place. Look at that. And of course, don't forget about the tens place. You're always going to have 10 in the tens place when you're adding a number to 10. Okay, so let's try another one. 3 plus 9 equals, and you might say to yourself, Mrs. Card, I already know the answer. And that's good. If you already know the answer, I'm thinking of the fastest way to do this would be to tap 9, put that in my head, 9, and then count forward on 3, which with my touch math. So 9, and then 1 more makes 10, 11, 12. So I know the answer is 12, but I have to follow the directions and show that I've made the question easier by making 10 first. I have to show that I understand how to make 10. So I'm starting with 3. Now I have to think to myself, what are the friends of 10 if 3 is one of the numbers? What goes with 3? Do you remember? If you don't remember, you can look at your friends of 10 paper. Can you find a question that starts with 3? Can you spot it? 0, 1, 2, 3. There it is. What goes with 3 to make 10? Aha, 7. So I'm going to put that right there. And now I've made 10. But I'm not done because I have to put a number here that goes with 7 to make 9. Can you figure it out? I've got 7 in my brain. How many more do I need so that I get to 9? You know it? 7. One more makes 8 and another makes 9. So what am I going to add to 7 to make 9? 2. How'd you get that, Mrs. Card? Well, draw 9 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, then I put a box around 7 because that's what I already have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's left? 2. Oh, that makes sense. 7 plus 2 is 9. So I've made 10, and then I'm just adding on 2, which is 12. So this looks a lot harder than it is. But all you're doing is making it simpler by finding 10 first and then just adding on a number. Okay, let's do one more and then you can finish the page on your own. So 7 plus 8. If I look at that, I think to myself, hey, wait a minute, that's a doubles plus 1 because I know what 7 plus 7 is. And then 7 plus 8 is just one more. Okay, if you know the answer already, you can write it down. I'm not going to write it down because I want to do it the friends of 10 way. So this is kind of nice because look, I'm starting with 7 and we just figured out what goes with 3 to make 10 up here. Oh, 7. So what goes with 7 to make 10? Well, 3. If you don't believe me, check on your chart. Look, what goes with 7 to make 10? Whoops, 3. So I've made 10, but I'm not done because I've got to come up with another number that goes here. And it goes with 3 to make 8. So I've got 3. Do you know your facts well enough? What goes with 3, Adam, to make 8? Have you got it figured out? You can draw 8 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can put a box around 3 because that's what I'm starting with. What's left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that makes sense. 3 and 5 makes 8. Okay, so now how do I get the answer to 7 plus 8? What does that equal? Well, I've made 10. 10 plus 5. Wait a minute, that's easy. I just put a 5 in the ones place and make sure that I show that I've also got 10. 15. So 7 plus 8 is 15. That's how you do that paper. And this one is kind of fun because all you do is you're building doubles. It says double each addend. That means the number that they give you. And then solve. Use mental math, pictures, or small objects to help you. So 5 plus 5 equals 10. So then you're going to do 9 plus 9. Oh, Mrs. Carter can't do that. Well, get out some counters, do your touch math. Count on, get whatever you need to do to figure it out. Then you're going to do 7 plus 7 and 2 plus 2 and so on like that till you're all done your doubles. Okay? Good job, everybody.